What's up, guys, and welcome back, or welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I do new car reviews. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm at Nissan of St. Augustine, checking out this brand new redesigned 2026 Nissan Sentra. The trim that I have for you today is the SR, which is kind of towards the top of the lineup, but this one has some premium packages added on it. And today I'm going to take in a complete tour of it. We're going to check it out from the exterior, see what's changed from 2025, as well as in the interior and the test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. Now let's get back to this. The Sentra has been in Nissan's lineup since 1982, 44 years already. Who would have thought? It is a compact sedan. It competes against the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, Kia K4, and the Hyundai Elantra, among probably some other ones that I forgot to mention. Now, the last generation Nissan Sentra, well, let's put it this way. It aged and it needed updating, and that's what Nissan done for 2026 model year. You can see right up front that it is a completely different looking car. Let's take a closer look and see what's changed. And the first and obvious thing is, of course, the exterior of this vehicle. We have the brand new front end. So we have the brand new lights. These are LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, headlamps. We have this completely reworked front end. As far as the grille, that V-Motion grille from Nissan, large Nissan logo. On this trim, we have the front-facing camera. This is the SR trim, so kind of towards the top of the lineup. Now, as far as the chassis, Nissan said it made it more rigid by about 6%, and it also tweaked a little bit with the CVT transmission. But let's take a look and see what's underneath the hood. Well, that hasn't changed. We still have a 2-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, 149 horsepower, 146 pound-feet of torque. It has made it to an Xtronic CVT transmission. Gas mileage 29 and 36 for the combined number of 32, which is not the best in its class. And you know, the previous ones had the pretty sluggish accelerations. We're going to check it out during the test drive, see if anything changed. And I got to tell you, it screams. Put an engine cover on it. It looks like something exploded underneath the hood. Here we have some sound insulation underneath the hood, the ugly prop stick, and we're definitely going to check out the driving dynamics at the end of this video. As far as the dimensions, we have the width at 71.5, wheelbase 106.5, height with 57.1, and the total length of this vehicle is 183.3, and total weight about 3,100 pounds. Looking decent on the side. This one has the different color roof, as you can see. Dressed in this gray color, we have 18-inch shiny black wheels. The design of the rims reminds me of the front end of this vehicle. As far as the size of the tires, we have 215 by 45 on 18-inch rim. There's some black accents at the bottom of it. This side skirt is black. We also have the black mirror caps, and the mirrors include the side view camera, turn signals, and the blind spot assist. On top of the windows, you can see the satin chrome trim that nicely wraps this vehicle up. And over here in the end, we have the black roof with the regular sunroof, as well as the proximity entry system. And let's take a look at the back and see what's changed here. Well, first of all, check it out. I love this spoiler. It makes it more sporty, looking more aerodynamics, even though there's not too much sporty underneath the hood of this vehicle. We have also a brand new tail lamps. They're all LEDs, and they have this light bar. Well, they're not lit up all the way, but you can see nice, bright, and visible Nissan logo, rear camera, and then we have this bottom portion of the bumper as a diffuser, single exhaust on one side. Let's pop this trunk open and see how much space we have. That's pretty decent because it's about 14 cubic feet of space. Now check this out. The seats can be folded 40-60 split. You can pull on these levers to unlock them, but you probably have to go inside in order to actually move them. Do we have a spare tire? No spare tire. Why not? This is not a hybrid. This doesn't need the battery. In the back, now we have the fix-a-flat only. Maybe the spare tire is available as an option. I'm not sure. Let's check out and see what's going on in the interior. We're going to check out how much room we have in the back seat. I'm 6 feet tall. This front seat is adjusted to my regular sitting position. I fit. It's actually not bad, surprisingly. I'm almost touching my knees to the back of the seat, but I can still fit. Sit pretty upright. There's not much support underneath, especially for a taller adult. Plenty of shoulder room. The seats are on the firmer side. Well, let me show you what else is going on in the back seat. But we're going to start with the rear door panel. A lot of hard plastic all over here. Now, the only soft part is this right here, which is a plus, because some manufacturers won't even give you that. In the second row seat, we have the power window controls, of course, and the door handle. More storage, kind of a cup holder on the side. Now, inside, we have this sporty leatherette seating. Now, this is part of that premium package, so that's been upgraded. You can see some contrast stitching, and we can see some orange peeking through the perforations in the seats. Right in the middle, we have a console and cup holder, so yay, the passengers can enjoy the drink without spilling it. No seat back pockets. There is a slight bump right there in the middle, and the only thing you have in the middle console is the USB type C port. There's no vents for the rear passengers. And before we get inside, let's take a quick look at the sticker over here. So the base MSRP for the Sentra SR is $25,000. We have the all-weather package at $650, premium package at $2,300, moonroof at $650, floor mat package $290, illuminated kick plates, and a two-tone premium paint. That's $800. Total MSRP on this particular one, $31,305. Again, this vehicle is made in Mexico. Final assembly point, and then the gas mileage 32 combined, 29 in the city, and 36 combined. That's what we have on that Monroney sticker. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the interior. But before we do that, let's check out the sound of the closing door. Okay, well, this is actually not bad. Now let's take a look at this front door panel and see, Nissan, why couldn't you do this in the back seat? Now this gives in, as you can see, it's a softer touch material and a nice soft inlays over here for the armrest. We have the window mirror controls, Sentra that's spelled out over here, more storage, and a Bose stereo. Now the illuminated kick plates, this is what they're referring to. And then we have the driver power seat with the lumbar support. Now the lumbar is 4 ways, which is a big plus. And take a look at the seats. They're nicer, they're more bolstered than in the back. They're also more interesting too, because we have this kind of orangey red trim with the SR, some contrast stitching on the side. Overall, a good looking design, nothing crazy going on in the pedal box. On the side of the steering wheel, we have the ability to open the trunk heated steering wheel and lane keep assist. Let me jump inside. I'll show you the rest of this interior. And we're going to start with the sound of the closing door from the interior here. Boom. That's actually very nice and solid. And here is the interior of this 2026 Nissan Sentra. Big improvement over the 2025. That 8-inch screen got upgraded into 2 large screens. We'll get back to them. Now on the side here, first of all, starting with the dashboard, this is a softer touch material. It gives in a little bit. It's not super soft like on the door inlays. Now we have a different trim. We have some illumination, some ambient lighting on this vehicle, vents on the side. Pretty cool looking vents right here in the middle, with this middle one not being a vent but same framed, and we have some buttons and knobs over here. Now as far as the steering wheel, check this out. We have the flat bottom and a flatter top. Now it's not fully a flat top, it's not a square steering wheel by any means. Looks good, feels good to the touch. We have the contrast stitching on the inside here, and the buttons. On the left hand side we have the cruise control, volume control. The right hand side we have the volume control. We have this scroll, and that we can adjust what's going on in the instrument cluster, menu button, seek track, and the phone button as well. Nissan logo. Let's take a look at the first 12.3-inch screen, and here it is. We've seen this design on other Nissan models, so this is the new generation stuff. Let's see what's going on. Change meter view. Okay, so we can change this to something like this. Do you like it? No, not me. Change meter view again. and it goes back to the traditional one, which probably would be my choice. 62 degrees outside, so you have the temperature up at there. Then at the bottom you have the fuel gauge on one side, the temperature gauge on the other side, and then on the right hand side speedometer, left hand side tachometer, gear indicator. Let's see what else is going on. Fuel economy, average 25.2. Now this vehicle's got 123 miles, maybe a dealer trade. And then stop start feature. Okay, total fuel saved 9 miles. Bluetooth audio. We have the vehicle safety system. Go to settings. Let's hit that. VDC settings, driver assistance, eco mode settings, TPMS settings, clock, vehicle settings. So a lot of adjustments can be made here in this instrument cluster, and you can do factory reset too. So definitely an improvement here over what we've seen in the previous generation. Now here is the dimmer, just the brightness of this vehicle. It's right on the left hand side here. Moving on to the next big screen. This is of course your infotainment system, and that's different than what we've seen before. This is your home screen. So what do we have as options is Bluetooth, no device connected, but Android Auto, Apple CarPlay as standard on it. Here are your apps, different connections. Here you can see the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto symbols. And then we go to this next screen, driver, so you can select the driver for this as well. Now, as far as the audio system, we have the Bose stereo on this particular one, but as far as the sources, we have the AM, Sirius XM, AM, Bluetooth. Of course, you can stream through USB as well. And then as far as more options, you have the Nissan Connect services, download mobile app, MyQ Garage. Well, even though it has the HomeLink system up here, so the MyQ Garage is something that you can add to it if you're using a different system. Interior light, I want to see that because it shows that it has the ambient lighting, and I want to see what colors there are. And you can see we can choose maybe from the red color, select the brightness all the way, and definitely you can see the ambient lighting here and the ambient lighting right around this console in the middle. So very nice. I mean, not many cars in this class have the ambient lighting, and I know a lot of people like that feature. So more settings you can select from here as far as the radio. So you have the bass, middle, treble, brightness for the display, and you can select where the sound is coming to. So a lot of quick settings that are available. Now here is your climate control. You can do it two ways. You can do it through here if you like that kind of stuff. You can adjust your temperature, you can adjust your fan settings, the different vents that the air is coming out of. You can turn on your heated steering wheel and the heated seats, or you can simply go down to this next screen, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit. But let's go back really quickly and take a look at the rear view camera. And here's what we have. A really good quality rear view camera. We have the top down view. We have the trajectory lines. Okay, kind of missing the front trajectory lines. Nissan can do better than that. And but in the back, trajectory lines over here. So everything is inside of here. Very nice. Very good quality. Let's move on and see what else is going on here. And then scrolling down, you have a set of vents on each side. Now in the middle, you have the same frame around a cluster of buttons. And these buttons are the power button, volume knob, camera, seat track, and hazard lights. Let's hit that camera and see what it does. It turns on the camera, obviously, but hit it one more time. It goes to the different screen. As you can see, it shows you your front wheels. You can go to the wide angle and back to, well, no camera, so that turns it off. All right, at the bottom here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. We're getting, all of a sudden, we're getting a lot of glare here, but this is another screen, kind of a touch screen for your climate control. So you have the heated seats, you have the temperature that you can adjust through here, front window defogger, rear window defroster, different fan speeds, etc. And scrolling down, 2 USB Type-C ports, wireless charging pad, 12-volt power outlet, start stop engine, which is over here. We have the regular gear shifter, move it all the way. We have different drive modes. We'll check that out in a moment. Automatic start stop feature, electronic parking brake, brake hold for the auto hold. And then we have more storage, very deep, nice storage over in the middle here. So drive modes, let's check this out. We have the Sport, Standard, and Eco. This is it. I'm not sure if they make any changes in here, but for this test drive, I'm going to put it in Sport. And then let's go up here. One more thing. Regular mirror. We have the HomeLink system here for 3 different devices. Sunglasses holder, lights. These are LEDs. Then we have the sunroof. Woo, bright side today. Bright sun. And then manual sunshade. So, yep, that's what blocks it. All right, guys. Well, this is the interior of this 2026 Nissan Sentra. Well, let's talk pricing. Take it for a spin. And we're at the Nissan website. As far as the different models, Nissan Sentra starts with the Model S, $22,600, SV, $23,370, SR, $25,000, and the SL at $27,990. All of them are front-wheel drive. All of them are going to share the same exact powertrain. It's just the bells and features that are different on them. Well, let's take it for a quick spin. And, first of all, it is a very spacious vehicle. It's hard to believe that it is a compact sedan because all the compact sedans of the past were a lot smaller. Now, this one is much bigger. It's much more spacious. And we're going to see how that feels, see if there's any tweaks and differences, in the quality of the ride. First of all, merging in traffic, getting it up on the road, and yeah. No issues here. I mean, it's hard to tell just starting off, but we have the red light over here. I'm going to stop and we're going to do the acceleration test. It's not a sports car, so, keep your expectations low. Okay. There's really not much to complain about. Yes, it's over 8 seconds 0 to 60, but off the line, it gives you a pretty smooth acceleration. There's no turbos here, of course. Naturally aspirated engine, nice smooth acceleration. That CVT, it's not that drony feel like you hear in some of the vehicles. And I know they've had some issues with their CVTs in the past. I'm not a big fan of them, but they do give you a little bit better gas mileage. Also a smoother ride. So if done right, and for a regular everyday vehicle, I don't see why not pick a CVT transmission if you want to, of course. Now, as far as the overall drive, nice and quiet in the cabin, but you do hear the engine as soon as you press down on that gas pedal. Very nice and smooth asphalt here, so this might be not very accurate, but there's really very little road noise that is coming into the cabin. Oh, now I can hear it. See, I went on the old surface of the road, and you can right away hear that. So that's something to check out before you purchase it. Now, of course, this is a compact sedan, so it competes against the powerhouses like the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, now Elantra, and the K4. Those are the big four. Really, now we have the Mazda 3 that we still have, and it hasn't changed for quite a bit. It's still a good vehicle though. So why people like sedans like this? Well, first of all, the affordability and the footprint. So it's easier to park. You don't have to look for a parking spot that's going to accommodate a big pickup truck. You can just park about anywhere. The insurance is generally affordable. It doesn't have a bad gas mileage, although with that said, it could use a hybrid powertrain. Now, pretty much all of the competitors have a hybrid options, but now Mazda doesn't. But it would be nice to see the mileage in the 40s or 50s. And, I know that Nissan is coming with the Rogue hybrid, so maybe that's just the beginning of hybridizing their fleet. For those of you that are driving a lot, that definitely would be a big improvement in the lineup. But overall, I like this little Sentra. I didn't think that I would, especially after watching some of the reviews. They were pretty critical of the vehicle. Now, you know, manage your expectations. We're not in the Mercedes, we're not in the BMW, we're not in a high-end vehicle. Yeah, in the front end, it feels good. The seats are comfortable, very comfortable. The roominess is there. The visibility is good. The price, I guess the price is within the segment. However, if you are looking to spend $31,000 like this one, you can get a Civic Hybrid for that. Just saying. Well, guys, let me know what you think about this brand new 2026 Nissan Sentra. Do you like it or not? Put it in the comment section. I welcome all of them. I try to respond to all the comments. And if I don't respond, somebody else will chime in for sure. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.